The day you lose your parents, that's the day you realize that who you really are. In all this mumble jumble of stories which we keep listening all the time, there lies my truth. आईना देख के तसल्ली हुई, हमको इस घर में जानता है. There are infinite number of universes. All of them have a Bhagwan Ram. And he always drops his ring at the time of his Mahaparayan. And he always sends a Hanumanji who comes to see this. And this is the way he teaches you that you're not supposed to be in love with something, that you don't let its proper course go the way it should be. I lost my father on September the 11th. He was suffering from cancer, 4th stage. The doctor gave him only 3 months. I made sure that he lived for 2.5 years. But over a period of time, I kept questioning myself, am I doing the right thing? The idea here, which I'm supposed to discuss, is changing ideas of truth. This was the truth of me before my father passed away. And this is my new truth. The day you lose your parents, that's the day you realize that who you really are. And this is who I'm really. This is how I look like. My father, a security guard, he was 10th fail, believed in simplicities. He was not indoctrined. He was not baptized in the current modern education system. Sorry if you guys don't like it. So my father used to discuss me with the ideas from the ancient books of our ancestors. He used to teach me the stories of Bhagwan Ram. He used to teach me the stories of Bajrang Bali. He used to tell me the stories of Raja Harishchandra. He used to tell me stories of Adi Shankaracharya. And when he used to tell me all those things, there was one part of me which used to question it, like we all do. That what is the truth? In all this mumble jumble of stories which we keep listening all the time, where lies my truth? There is a share in Urdu which says, आईना देख के तसल्ली हुई, हमको इस घर में जानता है कोई. Which means that, we see the mirror every day. But do you ever ask who you really are? What is your truth? I'm an entrepreneur. I am 41 years of age. I have a daughter who's 7, and she keeps telling me that, because I told her personally that I'm 25 years of age, and she literally believes it. And I also told her that my wife is 39 years of age. She also believes that. Now, this is one of the lies, okay, which she considers the truth, and that makes me very happy, because maybe this is one of the wins I ever get on my wife. And it hits where it hurts the most, the age. So recently on my birthday, my daughter told me that, Papa, now you're 26 and Mama is 40. I said, absolutely right. That's how it is. When I look at my daughter, in a 24 hours time, I spent 2 hours with her. And Saturdays and Sundays, when you combine that together, it becomes maybe like on average 3 hours a day. So if you calculate with 3 hours every day and you calculate for 365 days in a year, I'm spending almost 1,000 hours with her, which is around 50 days, which will be once she's 18 years of age to cast her vote. I would have spent only 35 to 36 months with her. So my universe overlaps with her universe. If you see the Venn diagram, only for those 2 to 3 hours. So the universe, my universe, which is overlapping with her universe, you guys are kids, all of you. I hope your parents are spending more time with you than what I'm doing. And I'm really guilty about it, as charged, that I'm spending less time with her. However, when I see the ideas of overlapping universes, this always sends me back to my father. My father, when 2014, I was about to start my business, he told me a story. He told me a story of a Siberian bird. He said that 2 things you always remember, son. 1, listen to the elders, the people who have more experiences in their lives. 2, believe in your ancestors. So this Siberian bird, my father is telling the story to me. He says that this Siberian bird was the new great scientist kind of bird. Okay, she decided that this winter I am not going to the tropical countries. Rebellious, like a lot of kids are. She's like, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go to these tropical countries like India, Thailand, Indonesia, Australia. I'll stay in Siberia and I'll prove to every elder, who do you think you are? And she stayed. All the elders went to her. They tried to convince her, please listen to us. Please come with us. You might die. She's like, all right, let me experiment. Next year we'll meet. So this bird, for the first month, the temperature was dropping slowly, so nothing happened to her. So she was flying high in the sky and just thinking that these stupid elders, nothing is happening here. I'm very happy. And the temperature dropped to minus 40 degrees. She froze in the air, dropped on the ground. Now about to die, she's thinking, oh my God, I should have been more considerate than I am. A yak was passing by. He looked at the bird. He was kind enough. So what he did, he threw his feces on the bird. He evacuated his bowels on the bird. With the warmth of the feces, the ice melted and the bird came out of that and started singing. There was a leopard, a Siberian leopard. When you're in Siberia, just call it leopard, okay? So the leopard was passing by. He saw the bird, pulled her out, and ate her. And my father looked into my eyes and said, what are the moral of these stories? I said, listen to the elder. He said, no. There are 4 morals of this particular story. Moral number 1, always listen to your elders. Moral number 2, it is not necessary that somebody who is throwing feces at you is your enemy. Like your parents, they shout at you. Moral number 3, my father said, it is also not necessary that somebody who is pulling you out of the feces is your friend. And 4th, the most important one, and I'm sorry I'm going to use a bad word here. He said, whenever in deep shit, keep shut, don't sink. So my father's ideas, he always used to, like once I told him that, Papa, do you know there's multiverse? I was growing up, there's a multiverse. And my father is like, yeah, I know the multiverse idea. I said, how come you know the multiverse idea? He's like, because then he told me another story. He said, Bhagwan Ram, when he was about to go his Mahaparayan, he called Yamraj and said, you know what, when am I supposed to leave my body? He said, soon enough. But Yamraj told in the ears of Bhagwan Ram saying that this Bajrang Bali, could you please make sure that he's not around when I come to take your soul out of your body? Bhagwan Ram also smiled and looked at Yamraj. He said, okay, don't worry. I'm also supposed to teach Bajrang Bali a lesson. On the day of Mahaparayan, Bhagwan Ram dropped his ring in the cosmos and he called Bajrang Bali and he said, you know what, could you please find my ring? I recently lost it. And Bajrang Bali, as a devout bhakt of Bhagwan Ram, said, okay, don't worry, I'll get it to you immediately. So he jumped in the cosmos to find the ring. While he was doing it, he reached Nagalok. In the Nagalok, he met with the king Vasuki. The moment Vasuki saw Bajrang Bali, Hanumanji, he smiled. And Bajrang Bali said, like, why are you smiling? He said, don't worry. Then Bajrang Bali said, my Prabhu lost his ring and I heard it's in Nagaloka. Vasuki said, yes, come with me. So they both were walking towards the place where ring was supposed to be. And Bajrang Bali saw a mountain of gold and looked at Vasuki and said, don't show off. I know you have money. Don't show me these mountains of gold. But Vasuki again smiled and said, let's walk towards them. Bajrang Bali found the ring lost by Bhagwan Ram at the bottom of that mountain. And Vasuki looked at Bajrang Bali and said, there are infinite number of universes. All of them have a Bhagwan Ram. And he always drops his ring at the time of his Mahaparayan. And he always sends a Hanumanji who comes to see this. And this is the way he teaches you that you're not supposed to be in love with something, that you don't let it proper course go the way it should be. I lost my father on September the 11th. He was suffering from cancer, 4th stage. The doctor gave him only 3 months. I made sure that he lived for 2.5 years. But over a period of time, I kept questioning myself, am I doing the right thing? And I kept questioning this. My father was a very simple man, believing in 4 things: get married, procreate, provide, protect, perish. Simple life. That was his truth. Our truths are getting complicated day in and day out. All of us. Some of us are reaching to a level where we think that greed or selfishness is good, as Sir was speaking a moment ago. So I'm allergic to selfish, and morons. That's it from me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.